So Roma beat AC Milan to put them as our flop, while Lazio, Roma's city rivals, make it to our tops after a 7-3 victory yesterday. Welcome guys, it's Tops and Flops. This is Dragon TV. We've got Feyenoord, we've got Hull City and AC Milan as our flops. I'm Okun, he's Kelechi. Let's start off with Feyenoord, Kelechi. These are champions in waiting of the Dutch league, and they needed to pick up a victory just so they can put themselves in a better position going to the final weekend in the Eredivisie. They lost by 3-0 against Excelsior.
It was set up very well for them. It was a derby. They had to do that. They just had to win a derby and then win the league for the first time in 18 years. Somehow they went out and they just threw everything away. You ought to see the disappointment in the faces of the fans. I think for Feyenoord, now they've made it a bit difficult for themselves. They must win that final game of the season to stand a chance, because even a draw and Ajax goes on to win means Ajax wins it with a single point. So for that, I think they deserve to be in our flops for the kind of performance they threw out against Excelsior on yesterday's game.
All right, let's talk about Hull City, Kelechi. This team actually had a very good home run since Marco Silva took charge as manager, but then all of a sudden they were beaten by relegated Sunderland on Saturday.
For Hull City, everyone will be a bit shocked. It was a huge shock for everyone, not just losing, but losing by 2-0, not even scoring in front of your fans, where Hull City have been great since Marco Silva took over. You wonder what really went on with this Hull City side, who had everything to play for. If they had won that game, it would have been a huge step into safety. Now it brings them back into that relegation battle. In fact, they drop down into the table, and Swansea, who went on to win the other day, right after the game, went over them. So you look at that and you say to yourself that Hull City, well, the kind of showing on the day, they deserve to be here.
All right, guys, AC Milan were beaten by Roma 4-1. Kelechi, our flop, AC Milan, they failed to actually win their last 4 Serie A games.
AC Milan have been very woeful all season long. I think their showing has been poor. Yes, at today's, it might look like Milan might make it to the Europa League with the way they're going, but yesterday was another crown to their flop all season long. I think they didn't show up. I think it was a poor showing. In just less than 10 minutes, 8 minutes, Dzeko had already started scoring for Roma, and going on to lose 4. They should be crowned the flops of all flops, because in a big game like that, you don't lose 4-1.
Let's talk about our tops, guys. Newcastle United, the championship winners. They make it to our top. Most points in the season, most impressive goal difference, and of course, most goals scored in the English Championship. Back to the Premier League straight up.
They were just breaking records for fun this season. I think, again, Benitez shows that he's one man who could get the job done. Years back, Chelsea had to call him to bring back stability to the club side. That he did winning the Europa League. We just saw him with this Newcastle side, kept faith and decided to go down with the club side. Did go down with Newcastle, but he's bringing them back immediately and with an impressive run.
Let's talk about Genoa, Kelechi. They had not won a league game in a very long time. Yesterday they got a very big result, and you could have seen the excitement in the faces of the manager, the fans, the players. They beat Inter Milan 1-0.
Especially the manager, you just felt so happy for him. The fact that the manager, who just a few weeks ago almost cried in the press conference when asked what was going on with his Genoa side, they went on to show character in front of the fans. Sapande, a former Inter Milan player, going on to win, get the winner for Genoa. But it was all about Candreva, who, with just few kicks to the end of that game, could have just saved the point for Inter Milan, but he went on to flop that. But for Genoa, they now give themselves about 7 points gap again away from Crotone. Look a bit safe with the final 3 games of the season to come for Genoa.
Guys, let's talk about Lazio. A fortnight ago, they beat Palermo 6-1. Yesterday, they beat their opponent 7-3. They've now scored 13 goals in their last 2 home games, Kelechi. They are top.
And one man who is also enjoying that run of form is Keita Badi. He's now scored 6 in 3 games for Lazio. He started the goal scoring. Ciro Immobile also amongst. Everyone almost got a goal for Lazio yesterday. It was a good showing by the team in general. I think Lazio really showing Juventus that they might be in for a huge run when it comes to the Coppa Italia final.
All right, guys, so that's our top and flops for the week. Don't forget to subscribe to Tregong TV and also drop a comment on the comment section of this particular post. I am Okun, he's Kelechi. Have yourselves a splendid week ahead.